The planet Sadala shines with starlight. Through the abyss of 1,000 kilometers, Archon descends, managing to discover the hidden place of the ancestral Saiyans. Simply dropped with an unnatural grace, he enters the immense magma cavern with a temperature unbearable. The rock walls liquefy instantly, turning into an incandescent lava waterfall. Goku loses his Ultra Instinct, falling to his knees on the platform, panting with the silver aura fading. Vegeta collapses, his Ultra Ego violently deactivated. He spits out a large amount of blood, muscles torn from the Haki barrier for so long. Yamoshi stands tall, but his Scarlet Super Saiyan God aura flickers. His body trembles under the weight of the presence of the Cold Demon. Archon lands 50 meters from them. Eyes watch them with utter disappointment. They made an admirable effort, but they held back my star attack for 15 whole seconds. A remarkable feat of beings with such pathetic life expectancy. The game is over. Their resistance is an insult to my supremacy. Archon raises his hand, palm towards the ceiling. I will leave no trace of you. I will eliminate Sadala, the solar system, and the memory of its existence. A completely purple energy sphere, similar to the energy of destruction, is formed on Archon's palm. It's a supermassive black hole the size of a combat sphere. The gravitational force rips entire blocks out of the cavern, drawing them into the sphere where they silently disintegrate. Goku tries to stand, but his legs won't respond. Vegeta! Yamoshi! I don't have energy! The impact emptied my reserves! Shut up, Kakarot. I'm breathing. I can still fight. Vegeta tries to force his transformation, but his ki collapses. A thread of blood runs down his chin. In the rubble of the medical chamber, Kefura backs. She holds baby Kale tightly on her chest. A red aura creates a weak shield of the immense gravitational suction of Archon's attack. That aberration dies first. Archon lowers his arm, throwing a sphere of annihilation at Kefura and the newborn. The attack is at a speed that defies perception. Goku and Vegeta scream. Yamoshi tries to intercept, but misses. Death is absolute. The annihilation sphere is 1 meter away from Kefura. Space is distorted. Death is imminent. Kale opens his eyes. The baby's eyes shine with pure silver outlined by red rings. The tiny left hand comes out from the skin that envelops him and points towards the sphere of annihilation. A crystal sound, like the tolling of a bell, resonates in the cavern. A shockwave of scarlet and silver bursts from the baby's body. Not a barrier, it is a field of reality alteration. Archon's black hole collides with the light, and there's no explosion, it stops in midair. The dark energy cracks, and in a second it dissolves into harmless particles of light like snow falling on the molten ground. Silence dominates the cavern. The iridescent field of Kale continues to expand. He covers Kefura, healing her wounds instantly, also covering Goku and Vegeta, restoring their ki. The field finally hits Archon. His expression changes to that of deep fear. Ah! What is that? Archon clutches his chest, falling to a knee. Kale is purging the corrupt energy within. The demonic energy of Archon enters upon chaos with the angelic energy of a pure state, biologically originated by the mutant. Archon vomits blood. It is the light of the great priest. That's no way. The light was destroyed. That child is not a mortal. It's a failure of the multiverse. Archon raises both arms, creating a dark energy around himself to isolate himself from Kale's light field. He becomes trapped in his own defense, immobilized as he tries to stabilize the power core. Goku feels his ki overflowing, muscles tense. Vegeta feels the vigor coursing through his veins and jumps to his feet. That kid, he neutralized his power of these angels, and it's been restored. Kakarot, he's immobilized. His power is repelling the baby's shield and in a feedback loop. This is our only chance. Goku looks at Vegeta and Archon and makes a split decision. Vegeta, even our energy restored, our individual attacks can't pierce him once he stabilizes. Kale won't be able to keep that shield forever. He's been born. There's only one way to annihilate him. Vegeta looks at him and he knows what he means. In another circumstance, he'd refuse. But the enemy is a corrupt deity of infinite power, and Sadala's error is at stake. Vegeta splits to the side and positions himself. Don't make me regret this, insect. Sync your ki with mine. If you miss a millimeter in that posture, I'll kill you myself. That's the attitude. Let's go! Both warriors run towards the center of the safe zone created by Kale. Spreading their legs, putting their arms in position, their auras explode in perfect synchronicity. Yamoshi watches them stunned. What are they doing? Your energy levels are being matched with pinpoint accuracy. Goku and Vegeta step on the ancestral dance. Their movements are an exact reflection in an invisible mirror. Phew! They move their arms and legs, getting closer. Shun! Archon, in the distance, notices an increase in energy and a force that shatters his own dark shield that doesn't belong to anger. I won't allow it! Archon fires a blinding beam at them, traveling at the speed of light. Ha! Goku and Vegeta's index fingers collide in the center. The eye beam hits right at the melting point. Instead of piercing, the beam is deflected, bouncing towards the ceiling and causing an explosion. The pillar of light is born in the center of the crater, not white, silver, or purple. It's a galactic whirlwind of incomprehensible colors. The pressure is so overwhelming that the residual shield of the baby Kale retracts by instinct. Yamoshi falls back, unable to withstand the pressure. Inside, a few steps resonate with the authority of an absolute emperor. The light dissipates violently. There stands Gogeta. His status not Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue, it's a new state born from the fusion of two divine doctrines. The hair, silver, other half purple. Gogeta Mega Instinct full power has been born on the planet Sadala. His aura is a burning galaxy. Silver shockwaves of perfect reaction orbit around purple flames of absolute destruction. The divine fusion is born. Gogeta crosses his arms, his expression stern, devoid of Vegeta's usual arrogance or Goku's blind confidence. It's a focused extermination machine. Your reign is over. Space ends this instant, demon. Archon is fully incorporated. His black skin regenerates, anger replaced by any trace of elegance. You garbage! A mere sum of mortal powers can't surpass an entity that devoured creators! Disappear! Archon disappears and moves through the spatial fold, skipping time. He appears directly in front of Gogeta's face, launching a paw of cosmic erasure energy. He doesn't dodge or block, it just goes through Gogeta's head like a ghost. What? An illusion? No, it's the perfect involuntary evasion. You're too slow for my body to need to react physically. I just cease to exist at that point in space for a microsecond. Archon turns quickly. Gogeta throws a punch at the demon's abdomen. The impact is brutal. His fist doesn't have brute force. It's wrapped in pure Haki energy. The shockwave shatters the walls of the cavern within a radius of 100 kilometers. Archon spits black blood and shoots upwards through the ceiling. Gogeta disappears. Archon shoots through the main crater, destroying Sadala's atmosphere. He can stop his ascent. Gogeta is already floating above him, waiting. Gogeta clasps both hands over his head, forming a purple and silver energy mace. Punishment of the divine destroying stardust! Gogeta hits Archon in the back with both hands joined. The impact shatters his bone armor. Archon is going to the surface like a meteorite, crashing into a sea of lava. It explodes, with Archon emerging, enveloped in a pillar of colorless light. He's unleashing 100% of his power. His musculature expands massively, horns lengthen. The pressure depresses the gravity of the entire planet. I am the cluster of existence. I am the origin of chaos. Die! Archon releases thousands of rays of light simultaneously. It's an omnidirectional bombardment. Each ray the matter touches dies. Gogeta slowly descends to a rain of lightning. He walks on air. His body moves by itself. The ultra-perfect instinct dictates every millimeter of his evasions and passes through the annihilation field, dancing among the white light without receiving a brush. The Ultra Ego absorbs the residual energy of the destruction in the environment, feeding Gogeta's exponential force. He reaches Archon's position in the blink of an eye, grabs the demon by its horns, and stamps it against molten rock. Let go of me, you miserable insect! Gogeta plants his boot on his chest, pinning him to the ground. You murder entire entities believing that power will give you authority. Your power is empty. You lack the will to protect. Against the blood of Sadala united, you're nothing. Archon opens his mouth, condensing all his dark and white energy into a beam straight at Gogeta's face at point blank. Gogeta is unfazed. He moves his head to the side, allowing the annihilation ray to get lost in the vacuum of space, splitting the moon in two. Gogeta raises his hands. In the left, a silver light of Ultra Instinct. Right, purple sphere of the Ultra Ego. Gogeta applauds. The spheres collide, merging the orb of energy similar to that of baby Kale. This is the end of your story. Archon desperately tries to free himself, but the weight of Gogeta's boot is equivalent to the weight of a universe. The devil, for the first time, experiences terror. Wait, we can rule the multiverse. I could give you the 12 thrones.
We already have a home.
Gogeta aims the orb at Archon's chest.
Absolute Soul Breaker. Kamehameha Haki!
The torn energy comes from Gogeta's hands, annihilating the floods Archon, and the attack disintegrates the armor, skin, bones, and the anatomic structure of the demon. Archon doesn't emit a sound when dying, simply erased from the tapestry of existence. The corrupt energy is purified and returned to the cosmos. Gogeta's attack breaks through Sadala's crust and exits the other end, getting lost in the starry space. The wind is calming down. The sea of lava settles. Gogeta puts his arms down, sighs, and his aura shrinks to a glow. The Ultra Divine Fusion consumes a lot of resistance, but is stable. The job is done. Gogeta levitates towards the gigantic hole of the wall of the cavern and slowly descends, landing on the obsidian platform where it started. The rubble of the medical chamber. The surviving Saiyan starting to peek out. Kefura runs towards him holding Kale. Gogeta smiles. A smile shared by Goku and Vegeta. The baby sleeps peacefully in his mother's arms, oblivious to the cataclysm that had been avoided. Gogeta takes a step, extending his arms to receive them.
Stop right there, Saiyan of the future.
The voice cuts through the silence like a rusty blade. Gogeta breaks in dry. With his smile disappearing, he turns slowly. A few meters away, Yamoshi's standing, his body covered in wounds, bleeding from head and shoulder, but his red Super Saiyan God aura erupted again with terrifying intensity. Gogeta narrows his eyes.
The demon's been eliminated, Yamoshi. Sadala's safe. You can keep your divine key.
Yamoshi shakes his head, clenching his fists, his gaze not on Gogeta but the fur-wrapped bundle of Kefura.
Sadala's not safe. Archon's a monster.
He was a monster with logical limits within his madness. What lies in the arms of Kefura is a higher existential danger. Kefura steps back, placing her body between Kale and Yamoshi. He activates his ki, getting ready to fight. Do you dare threaten my son, Yamoshi? He saved your life and all of us just a few minutes ago.
He saved me from an energy that doesn't belong in this plane of existence. I saw that light, Kefura. I saw how he rewrote the physical laws. Child with the power to be the pinnacle of creation from birth isn't a miracle. It's a time bomb.
Yamoshi walks forward, leaving burning footprints on the floor.
The timelines won't support the growth of that. The true gods, supreme creators, will feel that aberration in the fabric of time. They will come to eradicate Sadala and the entire universe to erase their mistake. For the sake of the survival of our race, the child should not exist. Give me the baby, Kefura. I'll sacrifice him without pain.
Kefura draws her bone sword, eyes bloodshot with maternal instinct. You have to cut my head off first, you traitor! Yamoshi sighs. His face reflects pain but also determination. He raises his hand, concentrating a sphere of divine flames ready to attack his own second in command. Before Yamoshi can take a step, the space between him and Kefura warps. Gogeta materializes in his way. There's no trace of the base state. Gogeta has turned Divine Ultra Fusion back on the full power. The galactic aura explodes, shattering the ground around him. The pressure deforms the air. The half-silver, half-dark eyes are riveted on the original god.
Step back, ancestor!
Yamoshi maintains his position, overwhelmingly resisting the power of the ultimate merger.
You guys are outsiders. They don't understand the fragile balance of this world. I gotta protect Sadala's future, even if it means becoming the villain of her story. Gogeta uncrosses his arms and let them fall. The energy of his destruction concentrates his fist while his evasive reflexes cancel out the heat of Yamoshi's flames. The tension is absolute.
I care very little about the cosmic balance, Yamoshi. I'm Goku's will to protect the family and Vegeta's pride to annihilate enemies. Take one more step towards my son.
Gogeta tilts his head, a black sclera of eyes shining with pure hostility.
And I'll let you find out firsthand that Archon was the first nightmare that could stop on this planet.
The two warriors, the original god of the legends and the ultimate warrior of the future, stand face to face. The fate of Sadala, the Saiyan lineage, and Goku's defying son hangs in the balance, about to unleash the final battle. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.